This training program will review the exterior treatment procedure for the Ortho Pest Control service that is provided by the specialist at the first visit. The exterior service includes a thorough inspection of the structure, clearing the eaves and overhangs of debris, application of a horizontal and vertical barrier, and communicating essential information to the customer. The process details are called Best Application Practices, or BAPs. BAPs are proven techniques to make your job easier, make your job safer, give superior results, and provide the consistent results both you and your customer want. The exterior treatment consists of 4 components: inspection, removal of webs and debris, a granular horizontal barrier, and a liquid vertical barrier treatment. The most important of these is the inspection, as it will help you identify areas of concern, determine treatment methods, and note areas that need to be addressed. As you perform your inspection on the exterior, look for things like pest activity, conducive conditions that promote pest activity near the home, like standing water, trees or bushes touching structure, acting as a bridge and need to be trimmed, obvious points of entry that need to be repaired or sealed, or even just areas that may be breeding grounds for pests that we need to be aware of when making our application. After a thorough inspection, use your Webster to remove spider webs, wasp combs, and other debris from the eaves, overhangs, windows, and doorways. This service adds value to the customer, not only through aesthetic improvements, but also decreases spider and wasp populations. To assemble the Webster, simply screw the broom attachment onto the pole. The pole itself has a telescopic capability that allows us to extend the broom to reach higher areas. When you sweep the structure, spin the pole slightly for the most effective results. You want to make sure that you remove wasp combs, spider webs, and other debris. After cleaning the structure, you will find that your Webster will become loaded with spider webs and other debris. To clean, place the Webster broom head into dry grass and spin to remove. The next step after you have finished with the Webster is the granular horizontal treatment. This will be performed using a hand spreader. Before loading the spreader, always adjust the spreader setting to 3 to deliver the correct application rate. The recommended application rate for Tallstar is 2.3 pounds of product per 1,000 square feet. To start the treatment, we must first properly load the spreader. In order to determine an accurate measure of product used during treatment, load product into a pre-measured device and then pour it into the spreader. After completing the treatment, measure the amount of product left over and subtract it from our initial amount to calculate actual usage. Make sure to use gloves during the process. To make a granular horizontal treatment, align and position the spreader at a 45-degree angle to the structure for proper coverage. Holding the spreader at this angle will provide a 5 to 6 foot spread pattern as shown in the diagram. Before you start applying product, always rotate the spreader handle, putting the impeller in motion before opening or closing the hopper. Using this technique will prevent a sudden burst of product coming off the impeller and help maintain a consistent spread pattern. Remember to continue rotating the impeller after closing the hopper to disperse any remaining product on the impeller. This will help increase the longevity of the spreader and prevent material from getting into the gearbox. Keep the impeller spinning when you pull or release the trigger on the spreader. Rotate the impeller handle 1.5 to 2 times per footstep to achieve the correct spread pattern width. Continue to apply product around the entire perimeter of the structure. Walking speed can greatly affect the rate of product being applied. To achieve the desired rate, the correct walking speed for the granular horizontal treatment is 2.3 miles per hour or 3.37 feet per second. At this speed, you should walk 20 feet in 5.9 seconds. Be sure to maintain a consistent walking pace during the application. Walking too fast or slow will cause under and/or over-application of product. When spreading over ornamental plants or flower beds, be sure to hold the spreader high enough to clear low-growing plants. For taller plants, spread material through or under the canopy for best results. Remember, the goal of the horizontal treatment is to provide a continuous band of control material 5 to 6 feet wide around the perimeter of the structure for maximum protection. Where patios and decks extend from the structure, be sure to apply product around these obstacles. If you encounter an elevated deck, spread granular material under decking. Always keep granular product off impermeable surfaces. If product gets onto such surfaces like patios or driveways, make sure to blow or sweep product into the grass, mulched flower beds, or remove if necessary. Never leave granular product on impermeable surfaces. After finishing the granular treatment, carefully pour the unused product from the spreader back to your measuring device and subtract this amount from your initial amount to calculate usage. You will need to document the amount of product applied when you fill out your paperwork. After applying the granular horizontal treatment, the liquid vertical treatment is needed to complete the perimeter application. For this treatment, you will use the JD9 gun and power sprayer on your truck. When pulling the hose out, make sure that you stay alert to prevent your hose from catching on items that may cause potential damage. It is important that you are conscious of your surroundings before spraying to prevent unintentional contamination. Make sure that you remove things like bird feeders, toys, clothing, animal water bowls, and especially non-target areas and pets. The goal of the vertical treatment is to apply a band of spray 2 to 3 feet up the side of the foundation around the entire perimeter of the structure. Remember, the objective is to establish a continuous band of product so pests do not gain entry. To spray foundations along permeable surfaces such as lawns and mulched beds, the spray pattern should be directed 2 to 3 feet up the foundation and 6 to 12 inches out from the base. For maximum spray coverage and volume, the spray pattern should be adjusted to the hollow cone setting. Swing your arm up and down while moving forward to form a 2 to 3 foot continuous band of spray along the entire foundation. Walk slowly while spraying to avoid skips or voids in the spray pattern. Many times, you will need to treat behind shrubs and hedges. When stepping into flower beds, be conscious of your footing and the hose as to reduce your footprint and prevent any damage. Sometimes you may see ant mounds within a 10-foot perimeter of the structure. These are potential insect pests for the structure, and you should address these mounds while you are on the property. A mound drench using the JD9 is an effective way to control these pests. To spray foundations along impermeable surfaces such as driveways, sidewalks, and patios, the spray pattern should be directed 2 to 3 feet up the foundation, but only 1 inch out from the base. The JD9 gun spray pattern can be adjusted to 3 different settings by turning the gun barrel. These settings are wide fan, used in tight areas or around windows, hollow cone, used for the lower perimeter treatment, and pen stream, for when you need to reach high areas like roof eaves. After completing the perimeter application to the base of the structure, treat around all points of entry like windows, doors, and other entry points. Adjust the spray pattern to wide angle for smaller droplets and volume to treat these areas. The goal of this treatment is to establish a continuous barrier encasing the window, door, and other entry points. Stay a minimum of 3 to 4 inches away from the windows to avoid non-target overspray. You will also want to treat the eaves and overhangs, concentrating on the soffits. Soffits act as ventilation for the attic to allow heat to escape, but that same gap proves to be an entry point for pests. When finished spraying, carefully pull the hose back to the truck and turn off the pump. Make sure that you are conscious of what is in the hose path while reeling up hose. You want to make sure that it does not get caught on things in the yard that could break, and make sure not to let the JD9 bump against the truck. In some sensitive areas, such as pool patios, you will want to use a backpack to give you additional control over your spray pattern. Like with the JD9, you will want to set the wand to fan spray and treat the perimeter up to 3 feet and around the windows and doors. Remember, do not treat more than 1 inch onto horizontal surfaces. These areas will often contain additional obstacles such as mats, shoes, pool supplies, and toys. Make sure that you remove these materials from the treatment area prior to applying the pest control product. Once you are completed with the pest control service, you need to complete your paperwork on your computer. Make sure to explain what you saw, what you did, and what the customer can expect. Make sure that you place your flags in the yard to let people know that the lawn and landscape was treated and to stay off until dry. Finally, place the customer's service record, invoice, and any other paperwork in a bag and present to the customer. Take time to explain again what was performed today and what the customer can expect. Reassure them that if they have any concerns, that they should call your office immediately. Once you are finished, make sure that you pick up your warning cones and put them away. Before getting back into the vehicle, take some time to confirm that no obstacles have been placed around your vehicle by looking to the side and in front. Make sure you put on your safety belt before putting the vehicle in drive. Check your mirrors and pull out into the traffic. Congratulations on a job well done!